What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. In investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. Robert Arnott, or no, I'm gonna go with Arnott, an American investor, right? But this quote means a lot because to me, when I speak to my friends, about Bitcoin and crypto, they tell me to stick with, the traditional markets and, stick with the stock, investing in stocks and things like that. Being in Bitcoin is still too early. It's uncomfortable. They don't understand it. My thing is, you don't want to understand it because I make videos and I send you videos and different articles to learn more about it. And I think that's what it is. People are just afraid of being uncomfortable. Sometimes we gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, let's get into it. Former Goldman Sachs executive says Bitcoin poised to beat every asset over the next decade. So over the previous decade, from 2009, right, till 2020, Bitcoin has been the best performing asset, right? So for the past 11 years, Bitcoin is up over almost 9 million%. The best performing asset pretty much ever, right? So this is a former Goldman Sachs executive saying that. So, Raoul Pal, former executive at Goldman Sachs, predicts Bitcoin will be the best performing asset over the next decade. We already had the best performing asset over the past decade. Now he's saying, hey, for the 2020s till 2030, it'll be the best performing asset. I don't think he's wrong in saying that. According to Powell, co-founder and CEO of At Real Vision, an on-demand financial TV channel where major investors share their best business ideas, if I could only own one asset over the next 10 years, it would be Bitcoin. It encapsulates all of my larger macro views and feels like the point on the far horizon we are headed to, in some shape or form. Yes, like gold too, and many other things, but BTC risk reward beats all. So there you have it, man. This is coming from a financial guy that used to work at Goldman Sachs. He's saying for him himself, Bitcoin is it. All right, and he could see it over the next 10 years outperforming everything else. And I don't think he's wrong in saying that. I know all these macro guys, they're all in it. They get it. They get the optionality. They may be complete believers, part believers, partial believers, but even then, if it's a 1% chance of being right and the upside is 100x from here, you'd do this all day. And this is what I tell people. All right, and again, this is not financial advice. I'm just giving you the news and my opinions on these different articles here. But if you have if you just take 1% of your investment portfolio and you put it in Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin 100x from here, so it's basically at 10k right now. So what's 100x from here, right? 100x is let's have a quick look, right? So 10k times 100, all right? So it'll basically be $1 million. All right, so there you have it, man. Check out Real Vision. Give him a look on YouTube. They make great videos. But yeah, former Goldman Sachs guy. He talks to everyone there on Wall Street, and everybody kind of gets it. And even the non-believers, so to speak, are even saying, yeah, maybe I should put 1% in to Bitcoin. All right, so there you have it. Next, coming from the Daily Huddle, with no access to PayPal, Square, or Revolut, Bermuda wants to go all in on crypto. So Dennis Pitcher, chief fintech advisor to the premier of Bermuda, is discussing his government's efforts to facilitate blockchain adoption and the use of cryptocurrency to enable greater financial inclusion for the island's country's 60,000 residents. Now, they currently have no access to Cash Apps, or PayPal or Revolut and all this stuff, right? They should just use Bitcoin, in my opinion. You don't need anyone's permission to use Bitcoin, all right? But here, let's get into it some more. In October 2019, the government started accepting cryptocurrency as payment for local taxes, allowing residents to pay for government services using USDC coin, a stablecoin developed through a partnership with Circle and Coinbase. So there you have it. All right. They want to be able to track it and things like that. But you could do the same thing with Bitcoin right there on the blockchain, and you don't have to have it be based on the a stable coin, so to speak. All right. And you could transfer value just using Bitcoin. But I'm going to go into his quote right here. By allowing the government to accept it, it provides an opportunity for merchants to start saying, well, I can look at accepting digital dollars. So taxi operators, tourism operators, commercial businesses have a place to actually spend, which means that you're not going to have to fall back to the traditional financial system. But, I think it's definitely a win, in the long term, because it'll eventually all lead back towards Bitcoin anyway. All right, so there you have it, man. Bermuda is looking to do something with blockchain, and they're pretty much going all in using a stablecoin. Next, what is a Satoshi? So I brought this up again to break it down for some of the newbies that's coming to this video here or to this channel. All right, the Satoshi is currently the smallest unit of Bitcoin of the Bitcoin currency recorded on the blockchain. It is 100 millionth of a single Bitcoin. So there you have it. It is the 8th decimal place all the way over to the right behind the decimal. And, like it says, it's 100 millionth of a single Bitcoin. So when people say that Bitcoin is too expensive, or they can't afford a whole Bitcoin, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You could purchase $1 at a time, $10 at a time, and different things like that. You could purchase it at a fraction. All right, and here it is. It's broken down all the way to the 8th decimal to the right. Scroll back up. My bad. What investing $1 daily in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP would have made you over time? So this is coming out of Crypto Slate. Investing as little as $1 every day into Bitcoin over 5 years would have yielded an incredible 12x return, according to James Todaro, the managing partner at Blocktown Capital. An investment of $1,858 into Bitcoin would now be worth over $22,000. I'm stuttering here. I'm so excited. Even when accounting for Bitcoin's violent price swings. So you can't afford a whole Bitcoin. Well, according to this, over the past 5 years, investing basically dollar cost averaging, literally dollar cost averaging over the past 5 years from February of 2015 to right now, February 2020, would have yielded you over 2 Bitcoins. So yes, you can afford a whole Bitcoin if you just dollar cost average. You don't worry about the daily price swings. Don't look at your apps and look at the price swings every single day. Just every single day, instead of buying that coffee, and a coffee doesn't cost $1. I don't know where you could buy a coffee nowadays for $1, but instead of purchasing that coffee every day or that soda every day, use that little bit of money and buy Bitcoin. All right, there's a lot of things that we purchase all the time that we do not need, and that could have went to investing basically. All right, I don't know where you could invest in fractional stocks. All right, maybe some apps allow that nowadays again, but the upside for Bitcoin and cryptos to me is better. Again, not financial advice here, although I'm saying buying $1 a day. I'm just basically reading this thing here. All right, here we go. While many see its violent price swings as proof that it's nothing more than a speculative asset, Bitcoin is one of the best safe haven asset out there. For us here in the first world, like in the United States, Canada, the UK, because they're not part of the Eurozone anymore, right? The EU, all these quote unquote first world countries, Bitcoin, it is a speculative asset. But for people in the Caribbean, in South America, Central America, Africa, different parts of Asia, Southeast Asia, they Bitcoin is not a speculative asset. Bitcoin is basically a lifesaver. All right, it's helping them through the hard times that they face with their fluctuating fiat money, their fiat dollars or their fiat currency uh, fluctuating in value. All right, so today a loaf of bread may cost $200 or, and then later on that same day it may be $400, because they keep printing money and things like that. So in other countries in different parts of the world, Bitcoin is a savior. Todoro created a visualization of what investing $1 a day into Bitcoin over the past 5 years would look like. And here it is, all right? Over the past 5 years, from February 2015 to February 2020, it would have been a 12x, all right? And just at $1 a day, you would have had over two Bitcoins right now. And I'm talking to myself here pretty much, because I try to do the trading thing and in and out, but I'm just going to be sticking to that dollar cost average, man. It seems to be winning. Warren Buffett, has been doing it, and he's the third or fourth richest man in the world. So can't go wrong there, right? Although he's against cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, you could definitely take some of his ideas from investing and bring it to the crypto world. All right, according to the calculations, investing $1 a day in ETH over the past 4 years, from February 2nd, 2016 to February 1st, 2020, would have cost $1,461 and yielded 46.96 ETH. At current ETH prices, the investment now would be worth around $9,000. While a 6x return is certainly a significant one and pales when compared to Bitcoin's 12x. So they're trying to downplay ETH, but having a 6x return is in anything in 4 years is great. So I don't think that's anything wrong with that. All right. And then not only that, we got to look right here. You would have had 46.96 Ethereum, basically 47 ETH right now in your wallet somewhere, if you've been buying $1 a day every day for the past 4 years. And that price fluctuation, or ETH's price, is poised to go up, because at one point it was $1,400. So let's just have a quick look at the math. 1,400 times 46.96, right? Boom, that's 65K right there one time. All right. Next, he's nonetheless, $1 invested every day from February 2nd, 2015 to February 2nd, 2020 in XRP would amount to $1,823. The accumulated 117,640 XRP would be worth around $29,400 at current prices. That's 16x times the original investment. So there's money to be made in cryptocurrencies. Yes, the prices on a daily fluctuate. It could go up 10%, drop down 30, like it's crazy. But don't worry about that, right? You do your literally your dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging would have led to these great gains over the past 5 to 4 years. And wow, it just blows my mind. But I'm glad somebody came out with this chart, and now I have, like literal proof to show people. And that's why I'm making this video today. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it for today. Let me know what you think about these different articles. We have the dollar cost averaging, all right, which would have yielded a lot of dough. We have Bermuda. They're talking about going all in on crypto, and they're starting with a stable coin, which I think is wrong. But hey, at least they're getting into the game. And former Goldman Sachs exec saying Bitcoin will be, for the next decade, the best performing asset. So let's talk about it in the comment section below. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button. Please share the video. And yeah, let's get the word out there, man. Dollar cost averaging into crypto will lead to significant gains. It's your boy, Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.